We have to create as many pathways as possible for people to succeed as long as they're willing to work hard. That's what's always made America great. We don't judge ourselves just by how many billionaires we produce. We have to focus on our ability to make sure that everybody who works hard has a chance to pursue their own measure of happiness. In that work, making sure people get a good education is key to upward mobility, to a strong economy, and to a strong middle class. In the face of global competition, a great education is more important than ever and the single best investment you can make in your future. In fact, the average earnings of college graduates are twice as high as that of workers with only a high school diploma. The fact is, college has never been more necessary, but it's also never been more expensive. Over the past 3 decades, the average tuition at a 4-year public college has risen by more than 250%. During that same period, the typical family income has grown by 16%. What that means is that it's getting harder and harder for students to be able to afford that college education. The average student who borrows for college now graduates owing more than $26,000, and a lot of young people owe a lot more than that. Young people are frustrated because they're saying to themselves, "We've done everything our society told us we were supposed to do, but crushing debt is crippling our ability to get started in our lives after we graduate. It's crippling our self-reliance and the dreams that we had." We cannot price the middle class, or people who are willing to work hard to get into the middle class, out of a college education. We can't keep saddling young people with more and more debt just as they're starting out in life. At a time when higher education has never been more important or more expensive, too many students face a choice they should not have to make. Either they say no to college, or they pay the price of going to college and end up with debt that they're not sure they will pay off. And that's not a choice that we should ask young people to make. Let me propose major new reforms that will shake up the current system. We want to create better incentives for college to do more with less and to deliver better value for our students and their families. Let me be more specific about the 3 things we're going to do. First, President Obama is directing his administration to come up with a new rating system for colleges that will score colleges on opportunity, whether they're helping students from all kinds of backgrounds succeed. It will also score outcomes, whether students are graduating with manageable debt, whether they're actually graduating in the first place, whether they have strong career potential when they graduate. That's the kind of information that will help students and parents figure out how much value a particular college truly offers. Right now, with all these ranking systems, they rank you higher if you charge more and you let in fewer students. But you should have a better sense of who's actually graduating students and giving you a good deal. Down the road, we're going to use these ratings to change how we allocate federal aid for colleges. And we're going to deliver on a promise that President Obama made last year. Colleges that keep their tuition down are the ones that will see their taxpayer funding go up. We have to stop subsidizing schools that are not getting good results and start rewarding schools that deliver for the students and deliver for America's future. Second, we want to encourage more colleges to embrace innovation, to try new ways of providing a great education without breaking the bank. A growing number of colleges across the country are testing some new approaches, so they're finding new ways, for example, to use online education to save time and money. Some are trying to create partnerships between high schools and colleges so students can get an early jump on their degree. They can graduate faster. That means they're paying less in tuition. We want to see more schools and states get in the game so more students can get an education that costs less but still maintains high quality. Third, we're going to make sure that if you've taken on debt to earn your degree, that you can manage and afford it. Nobody wants to take on debt, but even if we do a good job controlling tuition costs, some young people are still going to have to take out some loans. But we think of that as a good investment because it pays off in time, as long as it stays manageable, as long as you can pay it back. We don't want debt to keep young people from going into professions like teaching, for example, that may not pay as much money, but are of high value to the country. And we sure don't want young people not being able to buy a home or get married or start a business because they're so loaded down with debt. So what we've done is cap loan repayments at 10% of a student's income after college. And if you're involved in public service or nonprofits, then at some point that debt gets forgiven because you're giving back to society in other ways. So we're going to launch a campaign to help borrowers learn more about their options. We want every student to have the chance to pay back their loans in a way that doesn't stop them from pursuing their dreams. If we move forward on these 3 points, then we're going to help more students afford college and graduate from college. We'll help more students get rid of their debt so they can get started with their lives.